Welcome back everyone. So today we're gonna be making vegan mushroom risotto. So I like recipes that are simple and fast, okay? So this is something that will take you maximum of, let's say, 15 minutes to prepare. And today we're gonna be making this risotto with peppers, with some fresh herbs, dried hand-picked mushrooms from last season that I picked myself, and a miso paste. So we're gonna combine all these ingredients together. So how we need to start? First, we need to get the tofu ready. So cut it up on small pieces. What we need is just nice little slices in here. There we go. Getting down here and then here. Okay, then to save time, we put it back together and just do the same on this side. If you hold it nicely together like this, it's gonna stay in the place. So that's exactly what you want. Right, and now the most important part, cut it on very, very tiny pieces. Mind your fingers, it's a little bit awkward to hold in here. There we go, so you're supposed to be going very slowly. And then just one more in here. That's it, nice. Okay, so we've got that done. So we put it into our bowl where we're gonna marinate. There we go. Nice. All in. So what we're using for as a marinade is teriyaki. Just a little bit of it there. So you have nice sort of base there, right? Mix it up properly and so you get the flavor everywhere. So now with tofu, to all of you vegans, it is a great source of protein. There are very mixed opinions about the estrogen. To some of you it may be good for, because if you may have some hormonal imbalances, this may actually sort it out. But if you don't and you eat it too often, it may actually imbalance your hormonal balances. So check it out with your doctor. Make sure you get the right test so you know in which side you are, so you know what that's gonna do to your body. In general, I would say don't have tofu more than 3 times a week. Okay, so we've got this here. We'll leave it for about 10-15 minutes and we're moving to the next bit. So these mushrooms are a combination of porcini and orange birch boletes. They were picked up in Surrey last season and I dehydrated them myself. And what we're gonna do with them is we're gonna put it in the bowl in here. All of them. It's quite a handful actually. And just for extra flavor, to make it a little bit more, let's get a couple of shiitake mushrooms and just add that in. So again, we're gonna have to cut them up. So we go here, that's it. And then just maybe even smaller pieces, because the shiitake will taste a little bit different due to the fact that they actually have not been dehydrated, they are fresh. So again, nice and easy. We cut up the legs, it's always easiest. Just to the top, you can actually even top it up, put them all head to head and just go for it nicely. That's it. Then again, tiny pieces, put it with the legs together. There we go. Maybe cut it up even more so you've got tinier pieces. Okay, so I think this is going to be more than enough in terms of how many mushrooms we have. So let's put that all in. So all we're going to need, so why we need the dried mushrooms will actually be fantastic. If you don't want to use a stock, so my personal experience with any sort of stock, unless you make it yourself and spend time on it, is that you get bloated. The reason being is that there is some yeast in there, and that can create reaction. So, you know, every time I'm making soup or something like that, using vegetable stock or, you know, vegan stocks, I do get bloated, so I prefer not to use it. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna use a miso instead. So right now, I've got the mushrooms in here. All I want is to just put hot water in there. So here we go. Before I do that, I need to run off and get the miso. Right, so get a little bit on top of the knife, right? That's probably gonna be more than enough. So we're gonna mix that together. Let the miso dissolve nicely with the water, and the water will be also very good to use when you're cooking the rice, because you need some extra liquid in there because it's gonna be evaporating. We're gonna use some wine, non-alcoholic of course, so that should be good. So the dehydrated mushrooms actually create absolutely wonderful smell, and that's gonna be really, really, really lovely in the risotto. That's gonna give it that extra kick and punch. So here we go. So now when we have everything ready, got the mushrooms in the right place, they just releasing the taste into the water with the miso, and we also have the tofu that is marinating right now. Now to start the cooking process, we get half of red onion and probably about finger of length of a celery. So what we do, we cut this here on very, very fine pieces. There we go. That's it. It's always tricky, isn't it, to cut the onion right. I'm not a master chef. Don't have these special skills like some of you guys have to actually cut it in the best possible way. So I'm doing my best in here. We just chop it a bit more. Some people use food processors, cheaters. Your eyes will start watering. Got that there. That made me cry slightly bit. So let's cut it onto very, very tiny pieces. That's what we're doing. Damn, that onion really worked. Yeah, this one just keeps giving. Okay, so cut it up onto very tiny pieces. Let's go here. That's it. Okay, well, we are very happy with that now. Let's put it all in, and now wipe up your tears. Just a bit of olive oil, and then we're gonna put it on the fire and until it caramelizes. So let's go for that. Good. Let's get on with the cooking part of this. There we go. So what we want first is to mix the onion with the celery together. It's just a lovely, lovely, lovely smell. Okay, so just leave it there for a bit. My grandma used to sing when she was cooking. Yum, in the right time, just when the onion starts getting caramelized, you're gonna get those peppers in so they release some of their sweetness into it. Now, consider that as ready. So, now we're ready. Do you remember that marinated tofu? That's all coming in right now, so let's go for it. So you can see there's still slightly bit of the teriyaki sauce there, but the tofu actually soaked up a lot of it there. It's quite a lot of it actually, but we're also gonna put quite a lot of rice in there today. So right now we want to give it a little bit of time for the flavors to mix up before we put the rice in. So there we go, give it a couple of minutes. So now we gave it a little bit of time. Let's have a look what it looks like. So the tofu, as you can see, slightly bit brown, you know, almost golden, with the lovely peppers, celery, and the red onion. I mean, I just wish you could smell this. We're getting into the rice bit, the most important. So let's put as much rice as we need. Don't forget that the rice will rise up. It's gonna be always more than you think. Now, we go for the non-alcoholic wine. So we've got this lovely wine that actually has 0 alcohol in there. All right, so let's put a bit of it there. There we go. That's it, lovely. Mix it up again. You want the flavors to mix up nicely. And that's it. And now we are gonna be adding the mushrooms. Got these English wild pig mushrooms, sari mushrooms, and we've got a bit of the shiitake in the miso paste. So we'll put it all in right now and finish this lovely creation. All right, let's go. So that is and we can't forget about the herbs. So let's put this in, give it a little bit of a shake and tear it up between your hands. So we've got all of this in there, right? So we've got coriander, oregano and thyme in there. So while you're cooking, obviously you can cover it up for a bit, but it's very good to actually keep it under control because you don't want to burn that. All right, so we are almost there. So let's see how the rice is. Still a little bit, tiny bit hard, but getting really, really soft. So this is the crucial time of just a couple of minutes. So what we're gonna do is just to leave it here for a couple of minutes. While in the meantime, we're gonna get started on the king oyster mushrooms. Just a tiny bit of salt and pepper, and we're just gonna put them on the frying pan with that amount of oil. Don't really wanna fry it, but just wanna slightly bit just get from one side to another. So put them side by side. There we go, right here. Good. Now really tiny bit, just a tiny bit of salt, so you got it kind of even there. Tiny bit of pepper, there we go. I mean, how lovely that is. Tiny bit from one side to another, and that's all we need. Okay, so we are done right now. So everything is ready. All we need is just to cut up some herbs and put some cheese on top and just put it in a nice bowl. So let's get on with it. So as I said, I love coriander, and we're gonna use it as a topping together with a bit of the parsley. Have been washed already, so we can just chop them up onto small pieces. There we go. Just love the combination of parsley with coriander together. It's just absolutely stunning. We are ready to serve. So first bowl, let's not burn anything here. Here we go. Top it up nicely. Depends on how you want to, how hungry you are. Of course, you can have a bigger bowl as well. That really depends on you. Okay, now what we're gonna do is you're gonna lay these king oyster mushrooms on the side of it, maybe like that. Now we get a bit of the greenery there, that's it. And the last finish that we top it up with is with some vegan cheese in here. So we're using nice little bit in there, and here we go. So this is your vegan mushroom risotto with tofu in the teriyaki sauce. We also added some of the miso. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope when you're making this recipe, you're gonna find it very tasteful and very healthy. And I'll see you in the next video.